Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for continuous discussion on Nectar of Devotion, second division. I think we have taken almost, 2-3 weeks break. So after a long break, so we have gathered here again. I'm so excited to see all of you after 3 weeks and to continue our discussion. Today, today Sunday, we are doing it, starting it today. Tomorrow, there'll be morning and then I've already shared the schedule. So there'll be one break in between Thursday and Saturday is Ipo Radha Yatra. Then after that we continue accordingly. So until we try to finish our the studies, detailed studies on Nectar of Devotion by February or early March, because by March we're going to start Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so some of you have joined for Srimad Bhagavatam class. Srimad Bhagavatam, of course, we will resume, but it's going to be a detailed studies of Srimad Bhagavatam. All right, the things that it's not possible for you to study outside. That means we're going to study each and every word of Prabhupada's purport. We try to delve as deep as we can. Okay, so like that. And I also like to welcome Tachaini Mataji, Tachaini Kumar. After so long, you are here. And Kala Mani Raja Mataji, Kala. All right, thank you for joining us. And Vaishnava, Chaitanya Daya Prabhu, who
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
yeah, Cheong Fu Wing, yes. So welcome again, Prabhu. And
Yeah.
Vaishnava Prabhu. All right, welcome. All right, so as usual, so before we start, let's do our invocation prayer. We invoke auspiciousness in our heart, in our mind. Try to get one big handful of flour. Okay, just when we start to recite Prabhupada's mantra, Guru mantra, so just in your imagination, try to offer them at the lotus feet of our spiritual master. Without their mercy, we are not here. So today I went for Sankirtan after so long, such a terrible hot sun. It's been very cold lately, but today the sun was at least 38 to 40 degrees Celsius, 38 degrees, but feels like 40 degrees, all right? So we went there and we went to so many houses, and it's very surprising how people are reciprocating to Krishna. Imagine if only Prabhupada didn't take this effort. All right? Yesterday we celebrated his Srila Prabhupada's departure anniversary. All right, he departed 48 years ago. Of course, in modern term, when we see when it comes to death anniversary, people will be sober. All right, even what they call Easter Sunday or something like that, right? The Christians also says, don't wish us happy Easter or something. I think Easter, right? Where Jesus was crucified, the day that Jesus died. Okay. No, I think Good Friday, right? Something like that. So they said, don't wish us. Yes, Prabhu. Chong Prabhu. You want to say something?
Good Friday.
Good Friday. All right. So the Good Friday, they say, hey, don't wish us Good Friday, happy Good Friday. We're supposed to be sad. But we in a Vaishnava, Gaudiya Vaishnava, we are celebrating because a devotee lived and he made a point and he concluded and he went back home to his eternal place of service. All right. So Srila Prabhupada has left. He given everything to us and he left. So we celebrated. So, okay. So we always have to be very grateful to them. So let's offer our flowers, one big bundle of flower, and we offer our pranam, our gratitude. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Gula Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Shahagara Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Saadvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagaranaita Shakanvadam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvashesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshapana Videvidaitai Kripabdaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnanadaine Prabhave Namaha Madhuryo Jala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namustate Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtai Dinatarine Rupanuga Vrida Pasitantatvantarine. Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambode Padambu Jayate Nama. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Sarupai Rupanuga Varayate. Gaura Vir Baba Bhume Stamni Dasa Sachina Priya Vaishnava Sarubhoma Sri Jagannathayate Nama. Vancha Kalpatarubhescha Kripa Sindhubevacha Paditanam Pavinibi Vaishnavebayo Namo Nama. Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Garutse Namaha. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namini Garutse Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीना बंधु जगतपदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते ताप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनी वृषभानुसुदेवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवशरी गौर भक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं. नमो विष्णुपदे कृष्णस्तुतले श्रीमती जयपताक स्वामी नामनि नामाचार्य पदाय नित्य कृपा प्रदाय गौर कथा दामदाय नगर ग्रामतारिणी. हरि ओम तत्सत. Hare Krishna. All right, so thank you. So now we're going to start our session here on Nectar of Instruction, second division. So we understand that the Nectar of Devotion as four division. Okay, four division, and every division is divided into every ocean. All right. So we started off with Eastern Ocean. Okay, north, south. Let me see, east and west. Okay, east. So now, so first is Eastern Ocean. Now we are going to the Southern Ocean. Okay, when you're doing Bhakti Sastri, if any one of you have done a Bhakti Sastri, they only do the first division, but we are not stopping there. We are going forward. We are doing the entire this thing. So of course we took a long break. So we do a quick recap. So right now we are in this chapter 21 of Nectar of Devotion. So in this chapter 21, we are seeing all the qualities of Krishna. Krishna has 64 qualities. So we are discussing one by one qualities of Sri Krishna. Okay, where is it? I've missed it. Okay, number one. Okay, number three. Number two. Number one. Okay. So, okay, I'm just going to go through this quickly. If those who have missed it, maybe you can just go back and watch my YouTube channel. This thing, all right? So first thing is, okay, what are the 64 qualities of Krishna? Today we're going to do quality number 23, all right? But anyway, we just do this. The first quality of Krishna is beautiful bodily features. Krishna has a very beautiful bodily features. Number two, he is auspicious characteristic. He has a lot of auspicious characteristic. Then number three, okay, number three is he's very pleasing. Like that, okay. Number four is Teja, okay. That means he's effulgent. Like that, we go through that, okay. So today we're going to 23. Any one of you can recall? We are at 23, right? Let's see who's Nanda Devi Mataji. She's following all the classes. We're supposed to start in
Prabhu, 25, Prabhu, forgiving.
forgiving. All right. Page 170, yeah?
Yeah, 25.
Okay, all right. Those of you have a Nectar of Devotion book with you, it is page 170. All right, page 170. Okay, so we have okay, 25. Okay. Okay, so we're going to do 25 today. All right, so before that, we just okay, Krishna also have this attitude 24. We just did 3 weeks ago. Forbearing. Okay, and Prabhupada explained here very nicely. Forbearing means a person who tolerate all kind of trouble, even though such trouble appear to be unbearable. All right, that means forbearing means if we could just simply tolerate all kind of trouble. All right, even that trouble seems to be very unbearable. Okay, so when we can tolerate, we don't react. Okay, we don't react, so we just tolerate, we call as forbearing. Okay, now let's look at 25. Shama Shila. Okay, the thing is Shama Shila, the 25th quality of Sri Krishna. Shama Shilo Paradanam Sahana Parikirtyate. All right, it's quoting in. All right, okay, now for those who have joined us for the first time, you see 2111. All right, so this number 2 here means, all right, second division, and this is part 1, and this is the verse that we are referring to. All right, that is the typical way, but in Nectar in the devotion is quite unique. So the first thing, number 2 here means we are at this place called the Southern Ocean, because Nectar of Devotion is divided into 4 oceans: Eastern, Southern, Western, Northern. All right, so they just cut because Bhakti, Rasa, Mrita, Sindhu. Bhakti means devotion, mellow. Okay, devotion. Rasa means mellow, right? Mellow. That means it is so much of nectarian mellow. Okay, and what kind of mellow? Amrita. Amrita means it is nectarian, so sweet. Sometimes when you take a laddu, okay, or if you take any kind of sweet, halwa, whatever, whichever part that you bite, it is still have the same sweetness. It is not that you chew, that you just put your tongue or bite in the middle only get the chew. No, it's anywhere in the sweet. If you see the laddu, whether you bite from the top, but whichever place that you bite, it is sweet. All right. So like that means this is full of sweetness. Okay. Bhakti rasa. Amrita Sindhu. Amrita Sindhu means it's a nectarian ocean. It is not just a mundane happiness, mundane taste. It's not a very nice taste. It's an ocean of nectar. Can you imagine if you go to the ocean and you see it's full of nectar? How does it feel? All right. So you just simply drink and dive and and get intoxicated in that full nectar. So like that. So what we understand in this nectar of devotion, the terms is like this. Okay, number 1. Okay, number 1 is like this. Okay, number 2 it says, okay, the 2 means is a call as Southern Ocean. Here their thing is different. Okay, not southeast. So they start from the Eastern Ocean. They start from the Eastern Ocean. That's the first verse. First 19th chapter, it is Eastern Ocean. Then you come to Southern Ocean. Now we are in Southern Ocean. Okay, that's number 2 means Southern Ocean. Okay, and what is number 1 here? All right, this number 1 in Nectar of Devotion means first wave. In that ocean, there's a wave. Okay, we call it as a first wave. And this 111 is the verse of this particular thing. That means, so whenever we see that, whenever we identify 2.1.111 means is a Southern Ocean, first wave, and text 111. Okay, I hope you all understand this. But of course, as we go on, we will discuss, and definitely you'll understand, right? So the first, that means here is the verse 11 is speaking about Shama Shilo Paradanam Sahana Parikirtyate. So forgiving, a person who can tolerate all kind of offense. That means the person who can tolerate all kinds of offense from opposite party is known to be forgiving. Okay. Now let's look at the detail. All right, it's quoted in, okay, Yata Magye Kavye, okay, Prativachalam Addatta Keshava Sappamanaya Na Chedi Bubrite Anahunkurute gana dvanihi nahi gomayu rutani keshari. Prativacham adata keshava sappamanaya sapama shapamanaya chachedi bubrite anuhunkurute gana dvani nahi gomayu rutani keshari. Okay, now it's quoted in Nectar of Devotion written by Rupa Goswami. So Rupa Goswami is quoting a Southern Ocean, first wave, okay, the wave of the sea, text 112. So Lord Krishna forgiving quality is described in Shishupala Vada. All right. So his quality is described in Shishupala Vada in connection with his forbidding the killing of Shishupala. All right, Shishupala. Shishupala is actually his cousin. The king Shishupala was a monarch in Chedi kingdom. And although he happened to be the cousin of Krishna, he was always envious of him. Okay. Whenever they would meet, Shishupala would try to insult Krishna and call him ill names as much as possible. Okay. So if you look at the Srimad Bhagavatam, also is mentioned that Shishupala, he is a cousin of Krishna, and he hated Krishna. And he got a very nasty mouth. All right. So he was like, whenever he see Krishna, he's cursing, you useless fellow, you're a playboy, you're crazy, you're not everything. Okay. And Krishna was simply, what they call, forgiving. Just tolerate it. All right. Then see what happened. As much as possible. In the arena of the Rajasuya sacrifice, Maharaj Yudhishthira, when Sisupala began to call Krishna ill names, Krishna did not care and remained silent. Okay, he just kept quiet. He was in Rajasuya Yaga is a big kind of festival, this thing. And Sisupala came and cursed Krishna. And Krishna just tolerated. Some of the people at that arena were prepared to kill Shishupal. The word that he used so terrible, people around there, they just decided to go and kill him. But Krishna restricted them. He was so forgiving. It is said that even there is the thundering sound in the cloud, the mighty lion immediately replies with the thundering roar. Okay, they call it what do you call that? It is a term. Okay, they say whenever there's a thunder, the lion when there's a roaring, and even the lion will roar back, will react. But the lion doesn't care when and the foolish jackal begin to make less their important sounds. All right, but the lion usually doesn't care when all the jackals, the wolf at night, when the wolves start making noise, they just ignore it. So similarly, Lord Krishna ignored Sisupal, all right, because he just Sisupala is like a jackal. So that's one of the quality of Krishna that he tolerated. And of course, in the Vedas also we have studied, right? He only can tolerate 100 times. Okay, Shishupal mother was came and begged Krishna, please tolerate my son. Okay, never mind. At least he shouldn't reach 100. So on that day, he was cursing. That means Krishna was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Until he reached 100, he cut off his head. So like that. Okay. Okay, now let's look at another story about Yamunacharya, a great devotee. Yatava Yamunacharya Stotre. Okay, Yatava. Okay, Yamunacharya Stotre, verse 60. Okay. Now, for those who are coming for a first time joining this session, I also like to tell you, initially, this okay, is there any new people here? First time coming? I think all of you are quite. Kala Maniraja, she's the first. Sudha Sindhu Devi Dasi. Okay, I think seeing you for the first time, I think. Or is there any devotees suddenly got initiated recently? Sudha Sindhu, Mataji? Or coming for the first time?
Yeah, first time.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, now, it is like this. Lord Chaitanya met Rupa Goswami in Ramakeli, the place called Ramakeli. In that Ramakeli, for 10 days, Lord Krishna gave instruction to Rupa Goswami. When Rupa Goswami heard that teachings of Lord Chaitanya, he compiled the book into Teachings of Lord Chaitanya. There's a book that is been published by ISKCON. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya is called TLC. Is by the 10 days teaching. Then later Rupa Goswami, what he did, he went and took that the teachings. He went and took all the reference from all the Vedas. He went and studied took all the reference to make a point of Lord Krishna's, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction based on Shastra. And that is called Nectar of Devotion. That's when he started. So that's why when you see here, now, Yata, okay, the word Yata means quoting. Quote, quote, right? So the word is quote. Let me see. Where is it? All right. All right. Sorry. Quote. Okay. So Yata means quote. Okay. So that means he's taking a quote from where? From the book called, all right? He's taking a, okay, he's quoting from the book called Yamunacharya Stotri. Okay, quoting Yamunacharya, the Stotra on verse 60. Okay, and where is he quoting? He's quoting it in this verse here in Nectar of Devotion at Southern Sea, first wave, text 113. Okay, he taking and quoting it here. Okay, all right. Okay, because if you can understand this, your studies will be even more relishing. Okay, now let's look at this. So, what is the thing he quoted? Raghuvara yat abustvam tadirsho vayasasya pranata iti dayalur yacha chaidasya Krishna pratibhavam aparadur mugda sayudyadobur vadakim apadam agatas tasya testi kshamaya. Okay, Sri Yamunacharya praises the Lord's power of forgiveness in the following statement. He praises the Lord's power of forgiveness in this thing. So how did he pray? He prayed like this. He said, my dear Lord Ramachandra, you are so merciful to have executed the crow's clawing on the nipples of Janaki. All right. The crow's clawing, the crow, what they call burung gaga, crow. So the crow clawing, okay, he accidentally clawed on the nipples of Janaki or Sita Devi. Okay, simply because of his bowing down before you. All right, because the crow was like a crow was like bowing down and accidentally, like, this thing. So like that. So once Indra, the king of heaven, assumed the form of a crow and attacked Sita or Janaki, Lord Ramachandra's wife, by striking her on the breast. This was certainly an insult to the universal mother Sita. Okay, and Lord Ramachandra was immediately prepared to kill the crow. But because later on, the crow bowed down before the Lord. The crow bowed down, in the terms of surrender, the Lord excused his offense. Okay, the Lord excused his offense. So, Sri Yamunacharya further says in his prayer that the forgiving power of Lord Krishna is even greater than the Lord Ramachandra. Then he says, the forgiving power of Krishna is even greater than Lord Ramachandra because Shishupala was always in the habit of insulting Krishna. Not only one in a lifetime, but continually throughout 3 lives. Still, Krishna was so kind, he gave Shishupal the salvation of merging into the existence. What does that mean? What does that mean by getting Shishupal the salvation of merging into his existence? So when he cut his head off, he took the Sudarshan Chakra and cut Shishupala head off, the soul merged into him. So that's why merging into his existence. Okay, I hope you all are following me. Anyway, if you don't understand, please stop me immediately. We discuss. All right. So it's not that I only speak, you listen. No, we always have a two-way conversation. For those who are coming for the first time, I love people asking questions. Stop me. We ask questions because we are doing a detailed study once and for all. We try to understand this as much as we can. So from this, we can understand that the goal of the monist is to merge into the effulgent. Okay, what does that mean? Who is this guy called monist? Who is this monist? So the goal of the monist means what? The Mayavadi. They only see the God as form. The God is God in the what they call in the light. They don't understand anything else. They say God is light. So their goal is to merge into the light, okay, of the Supreme. And it's not very difficult problem at all. It's not a big problem at all. Person like Sisupal who are constantly inimical can also get the liberation. Okay. So like people who want to merge into the form of the light and everything, it's not a big deal at all, actually. All right. Okay. So anyway, just a short discussion. Yamunacharya. Who's Yamunacharya? Yamunacharya was a great devotee. He was in Vrindavan. Okay. Then he's from Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, and he came to the south. Then he became a king. Then later, there's some Vaishnava devotees knows that Yamunacharya is not an ordinary person. Somehow or other lure him out of being from the king. All right, and he is the spiritual master of Sri Ramanujacharya. You know, the Sri Vaishnava Ramanujacharya's spiritual master is Yamunacharya. Okay, now let's look at 26, the quality 26 of Sri Krishna, Gambira. Okay, Durvibodha Shayo Yastu Sa Gambira iti yaryate. Okay, now you see, second ocean, Southern Ocean, first wave, text 114. All right, Gambira means what? In English, we call as grave. Grave means very deep. A person who, okay, now the definition of grave. A person who does not express his mind to everyone. Again, a person who does not express his mind to everyone. He doesn't express. Or whose mental activity and plan of action are very difficult to understand. And that is called grave. It reminds me about a story when I was young. Okay, there's a great poet was here. A great poet. So he was here, then we went and attended his talk. Okay, I think I should be around primary school. And this is, of course, he spoke on Ramayana and all that. But he said something that was really attracted me, okay, when I was young, around 10, 11, okay, 9, 10. He said, how to identify a person, whether the person is an intelligent fellow or a fool. How to find out? How to know that person is intelligent or a fool? Okay, how do we find out? Say like he was giving an example. As long as that person is quiet, it's very hard to identify. But once they start to speak, we can come to that idea whether this fellow is really a fool or whether it's a fool or what do you call or an intelligent person. Okay, so like that. So we always identify people by the words and how they speak. Okay, so now like we understand here, grave means what? The person who does not express his mind, he doesn't reveal his mind to everyone, his activity, mental activity and action plan. Okay, it's very difficult to understand. In Tamil also, in a layman Tamil, what we call amkani, right or not? Sariyana amkani. Very hard to understand him. All right, okay. Now let's look at this. Yata. Yata means what? Can anyone tell me yata means what? Quickly, anyone?
Quote.
Code.
Quote, Prabhu.
Quoting, yes, quote. Yata quoting Vrindavane varabihi stutibir nitaram upasya manopi shakto na harir virdina rustas tusto tava nyatum. Okay, all right, quoting in second ocean, first wave, text 115. Okay, after Lord Sri Krishna had been offended by Brahma, so now Krishna has been offended by Brahma, but Brahma prayed to him to be excused. But in spite of his offering nice prayer to Krishna, Brahma could not understand whether Krishna was satisfied with this or still dissatisfied. In other words, Krishna was so grave that he did not take the prayer of Brahma very seriously. Okay, so like that. Okay, because Lord Brahma took all his because Brahma never expected, because Brahma knows Narayana will appear on this particular moment, Vishnu. So he was looking, because he have seen what? He have seen fish, he have seen wild boar, He have seen half man, half lion, right? He have seen a prince born in a kingdom. When he born, the whole universe knows that Krishna has born, you know, yes or not? Then after that, he came as Parshuram, the son of Rishi. Everything like big uha. When he comes with like big pom pom, you know. Oh, he's coming, you know, big pom pom. But now he knows that Krishna going to appear, that his scheduled incarnation is supposed to come, but he couldn't find where is he. Okay, he couldn't find. That's why when Krishna came, all the demigods were put in what they call in a dilemma. When Krishna says, "Hey, told the father, you know, come on, why are you worshipping Indra? For what? The mountain is giving the water, the mountain is giving everything, Govardhan. You should pray to the mountain. You should be thankful. It's not praying, gratitude. You should offer your gratitude to the mountain because the mountain is giving us water, giving us herbs, giving us a place for the cows to graze. You should worship, but why you worship someone who can't even see, you know, wonder whether. They say, yeah, makes sense. Then they start to worship Govardhan. And that time, of course, Indra come and want to torture the people. He want to inundate. You crazy people, listen to this young boy. Who is this young fella? You know, how can he do that? All right. So he bring forth the water, want to like drown the entire Vrindavan. So Krishna simply took it with a small pinky finger on the left hand and he hold it for 7 days. And he was wondering, who is this? Then when he came down, he got a shock. Then he started to realize, oh my God, you are the Supreme Personality. Because nobody could believe that Krishna came in a very, in a form, you know, he born in a prison. You know, he was grew up as a cowherd boy. Never heard of like that. So similarly, when Brahma came and he saw that boy was so good looking, so attractive, along with the cowherd boys and everything. And one day, what he did, he went and kidnapped everything and kept it. Okay, he kidnapped all the cowherd boys and the cows. He hid it. Then after that, Lord Krishna himself personally expanded as all the cows, expanded as all the cowherd boys. And what he did, he gave a lot of pleasure. Then after when Brahma came, see, I just kidnapped all these fellows and how come these fellows are here? And he started, oh, that is the Krishna, the Supreme Personality. Because they couldn't conceive the idea that Krishna come as a cowherd boy, mattu maker, no mattukare. Right or not? If you go to the street, we see some flower like a riding cow. How do you think? Madu maker. Sometimes in Tamil also we used to say, right? We used to scold our children. If you can't study well, go and become a what they call in English, Madu maker. Cowboy. Become a cowboy. Right? In Tamil also we used to scold our children. Ulunga padikala maadu da make up. Alright? Because a rearing cow is something like so disgusting. You know, it's a kind of the term, like, you know. You say if you don't study well, you become a cowboy. You definitely going to be a cowboy. So imagine suddenly Krishna appeared in that cowboy, in the community of cows, right? Cowboys. Then he said, cannot be. So like that. So that's when after Brahma found out, when he come and asked Krishna forgiveness, Krishna just kept quiet and just ignored the prayer. Yatava unmadopi harirnabhya radha pranaya siddhuna abhitnenapi ramena lakshitoyam avikriyaha. Okay, quoting in 2116. He said, another instance of Krishna gravity is found in connection with his loving affair with Radha Rani. Okay, this is beautiful, right? Krishna was always very silent about his loving affairs with Radha Rani. So much so that Baladev, Krishna's elder brother, constant companion, could not understand the transformation of Krishna in the account of his gravity. See, this is amazing. Okay, I hope that when we study our Srimad Bhagavatam, we will come into this topic. All right, it's going to be a beautiful topic. Krishna is so mischievous, and Srimati Radharani also can't understand him. He will just come, he will create the intensity, the love, and everything, and suddenly disappear. Krishna loves to disappear. He will come, and even the gopis. And he liked to see the gopis, the Radhas, to become crazy and run after him. Okay. Then, when you see, example. So Radharani will be like so crazy for Krishna and everything. But Krishna will be like, he doesn't show any kind of moroseness. He doesn't show any kind of emotion. Even Lord Balaram used to wonder, what is actually happening? Right? I'm always with Krishna. Hey, how la? She's so crazy after you. And he just like make. Right? So in our life also we experience that. Yes or not? Suddenly we feel like, wow, we are chanting so well. Suddenly the chanting taste will be disappear. And we'll come into anxiety. Oh my God, why am I chanting? Did you all experience that before? And what we start to think, did I offend the devotee? Did I offend this devotee? Why suddenly no taste for chanting? You become so frustrated and suddenly the taste will come and you chant, 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 poof, suddenly the taste, Have you all experienced that before? If you experienced, just put a thumbs up. No, what? Yes, Kalamani Raja
Yes,
Mataji.
Prabhu.
You want to say something?
Yes, Prabhu.
You experienced that, huh?
Yes.
You know what? If you experience that, you know what? Krishna is playing Puchandi with you. You should be very excited, not lament. You understand? Yeah. Suddenly you feel like, hey, why la? No taste for chanting. Then I thought, oh, what is so like that? So Krishna is very mischievous. He just, and be prepared. He loves to break your heart. But if he breaks your heart, you feel very satisfied. You feel you'll be very happy. All right? Because other than Krishna, everybody in this material world is breaking your heart. Everyone is betraying us. Our own mind is betraying us. The relationship is betraying us. The country is betraying us. The leaders are betraying us. All right. We can't come out of this betrayal. Right. So there's everyone is hypocrite. Everyone. So there's no way you can be happy. All right. Sometimes they say, no, I'm betrayed. I'm betrayed. Yeah, your mind that has been with you for millions and trillions of lifetime, the mind that follows you also betraying you all the while. What it betrays you? All is well. All is not well, my dear Prabhus and mothers. All is not well. We all say all is well. Yes, when the pain comes, all is well. When the things happen, no, that is ignorance. The real intelligence is we should ask why. Right? Why this thing is happening? Why? So when we start to ask questions, that is intelligent. Not simply touch, oh, all is well, all is well. That means all is well means the mind is cheating you. So the mind is cheating. Our relationship, the children, partnership, everything. Everything is betrayal and heartbreak. But do understand, Krishna also will still break your heart. But he's breaking your heart. He's full of pleasure. What to do? We are, as the constitutional position, we are all servants. All right? We all, that's why we call have the Das, Dasi and everything. We are all servant of the servant of the servant. And Krishna, he only loved to play with devotees. He can't go and play with anybody else. And he always like to put devotees in anxiety. Then after that, he just like, sometimes when if you all have a small child, you remember, you suddenly put a child in one place and just go and run and hide. And the child in agony, Amma, Appa, Daddy, Mommy, where are you? Oh, shit. The child will cry in agony. You see, oh, where am I? But as a parents, what we do, we like to go and hide and see how the child becomes panic. It's a kind of something. So similarly, Krishna hasn't denied you. He simply put you in one place, he's hiding and watching you. So all these things, as we study Nectar of Devotion, I'm telling you, my dear Prabhus and mothers, you will start to feel, that's why I say Nectar of Devotion is a book that we should keep it every day. We should read it every day because this is the guidebook of being a pure devotee of Krishna. Okay. All right. Now it's 8:03. Shall we just take a short break? Say 2 or 3 minutes break, water break. Okay. Oh, Regina Mataji is here. Welcome. All right. So, okay. We take a short break. Now it's 8:04. We meet again at 8:06. Just take 2 minutes. Get up, stretch yourself. Because after this, we still, okay? Hare Krishna. Okay. All right. So let's continue. Okay. So, okay. Now we're going to look at the 27. Okay. the 27th quality. Drittiman. Okay, the 27th quality of Krishna is called Drittiman. Drittiman means Purna Sparshashta, Drishtiman, Shantascha Shobha Karane. Okay, 2.1.117. Okay, that means self-satisfied. Krishna is self-satisfied. So the definition is a person who is fully satisfied in himself is the person who is without any hankering. What is hankering? Oh, I wish I have this. I wish I have that. I wish I can strike big money. I wish I got that car. I wish I have this thing. I wish I've got a son. I wish I got a daughter. I wish. All these are called hankering. All right. In Tamil, we call yengirathu. Yekam. இது இருக்கணும் அது இருந்தா நல்லா இருக்குமே இது இருந்தா அது ஏக்கம். All right, hankering. All right, so that means a person who is fully satisfied in himself, that means there's nothing hankering, and who is not agitated even in the presence of serious cause of distress. All right, is called self-satisfied. That means the person who is not agitated even the presence of serious cause. Now say like even there's some danger, some horrible thing happen. Okay, even say like we hear some news. Oh, someone is very sick and he's admitted in the hospital. Looks like something. So these are the people who will never get agitated. All right, never get agitated. All right, so okay, so these are the people who are always sober. So these are the people who are this thing. That means the self-satisfied definition is number one, without fully satisfied in himself, no hankering and no agitation, even in the presence of great distress. Okay, when anything goes wrong, they just don't get agitated, they just remain calm. Okay, all right, now let's look at this. Tatra adyo Shri Svikurvanapi Nitaram Yasa Priyatvam Kamsharir Magada Patirvada Prasiddam Bhimaya Swayam Atulam Adatta Kritim Kim Lokottara Guna Shalinam Apiksham. Okay, it's quoted in 118, verse 118. So now is example given as Krishna's self-satisfaction was exhibited when he, Arjuna and Bhima went to challenge Jarasandha. Okay, the formidable king of Magadha. Okay, Jarasandha is a crazy king from the kingdom of Magadha. Okay, and Krishna gave all credit to Bhima for killing Jarasandha. From these, we can understand that Krishna never cares of all for fame, although no one can be more famous. Right? So he could have killed Jarasandha, but he just allowed this thing. So he doesn't like no name and fame. All right? Okay. Then next one. Dvitiyo yata ninditasya dama gosha sununa sambramena munubi stutasya cha Rajasuya Sadashi Shitishvaraihi Kapi Nasya Vikirtir Vitakritya. All right. So he's quoted in 2.1.119. He says, so an example, he is not being disturbed when shown Shishupala began to call him ill names. Okay, when again Shishupala was calling ill names, he was not bothered. And all the kings and Brahmana assembled in the sacrificial arena became perturbed and immediately wanted to satisfy Krishna by offering nice prayers. But all these kings and Brahmana could not discover any disturbance in Krishna as a person. All right. So that means when they try to please Krishna, when the Sisupala was like keep using this kind of nasty things, Krishna doesn't seems to be affected at all. He just remained calm and very sober. All right. The 28th quality of Krishna is Samaha. Samaha. Raga Dvesho Vimuktaya Samasa Katito Buddhahi. Okay, quoting in 120. That means Samaha means what? Possessing equilibrium. Equilibrium. Even in Malay we call Sama. Okay, Sama means equal. Okay, equal. Equilibrium means balancing equally. Okay, equilibrium. Okay, and what is that definition? A person who is unaffected by attachment, number one, is not affected by attachment, and envy is said to be possess equilibrium. That means it's the person who have unaffected by attachment. He's not attached and he's not envying. Envy is a very dangerous thing. Okay, envy means jealousy and all this. Okay. Now, quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.16.33. Right? It says, Yata Shri Dashame Nyayo hi danda kritta kil bishesmis shishmins tat tavavatara kala nigrahaya riposu tanam api tulya drister datste damang palam evanu shangshayan evanu sangsan. All right, it's Srimad Bhagavatam 10.16.33 is quoting in Nectar of Devotion 2.1.121. Southern Sea, first wave, text 121. An example of Krishna equilibrium given in the 10th canto, 16th chapter, verse 33. Srimad Bhagavatam in connection with his chastising Kaliya. Okay, Kaliya. Kaliya means 100-headed serpent. I hope you all remember what is Kaliya. Oh, the photo is there. Kaliya. That means Krishna is dancing on the head of the snake. All right, Kaliya snake. Now, while Kaliya was being severely punished, how Kaliya was severely punished? When Krishna started to dance and step on his head, all his wives appeared before the Lord and prayed as follows. The wife of Kaliya, okay, the Kaliya snake serpent, their wife came and prayed. They said, dear Lord, you have descended to punish all kind of demoniac living creature. Our husband, this Kaliya, is greatly sinful creature. And so your punishment for him is quite appropriate. He said, yes, you're punishing my husband. Yes, you're doing it right. We know that your punishment for your enemies and your dealings with your sons are both the same. That means what he says. We know that your punishment for your enemy and your dealing with your sons are both same. How is that possible? Does it make sense? Now, so do you understand the statement? If you understand the statement, you can put a thumbs up. If you don't understand the statement, we can discuss. How is that possible? Punishing Kaliya and the way that Krishna take care of his children are same. Come on, anyone?
Please explain, Prabhu.
So you don't understand the statement?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now it's like this. Okay, let me take, what color should I use here? Okay, use orange. Okay. Now, he says, we know that your punishment of your enemies and your dealing with your sons are both the same. What does that mean? That means the way that Krishna punishes the enemy, what they get liberation. They get his mercy. And the same dealing with the sons are both the same. Is the same way that you deal with your children, also you have love and affection and mercy. And the same thing also you still show it to your enemy. You got it, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes. But the dealing looks like killing and nurturing. You understand? He kills his enemy and he nurtures his sons. But the intention, the process is like what happened? Ravana. Before the final blow, he told Ravana, you come and surrender to me. You just need to say, Rama, I'm yours. Just raise your hand and surrender to me. I'll forgive you everything. Even in that moment, still he said no. All right. Then after they killed him, what happened? He merged into himself. He came into himself. Because you must understand, when we look at in another aspect, you have to become a pure devotee even to become his enemy. Who is his enemies? Ravana, Kamsa. Who are they? They are Jai and Vijay, the gatekeeper of Vaikuntha. He's pure devotee. That means, in other words, for you to become his enemy, also you must be a pure devotee. It is not any Tom, Dick, and Harry can become his enemy. You understand? Anyone who deals directly with Krishna is pure devotees. There's one story here. I forgot the name. Yeah, just always I remember, but now I can't remember. Is it Vrittasura? Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, Vritasura is the Krishna's pastime, right? Krishna killed him. I hope that if anyone can remember, please correct me.
Chitragupta, Prabhu.
Huh?
Chitragupta.
Chitragupta?
Chitraketu.
Chitraketu. Ah, Chitraketu.
Sorry, I
Yes.
wrongly pronounced.
No. Your memory is very fine, Prabhu. Anyway, so Chitraketu was a pure devotee of Krishna and he's on the way back home, back to Godhead. He was traveling back home, back to Godhead. You understand? Where? Going back to Vaikunta. He's going back. So, as we all understood, okay, we have discussed this many times. In the future, we also will still discuss this. So don't miss any of our class. The universal. Okay, when we talk about the entire universe, that means the spiritual sky where all the Vaikunthas are there. Okay, that's on a light path. Okay, I think since we have some new people, I just can make a quick explanation. Let me see. Okay, so okay, I just draw somewhere here. Okay, now can you see that? Okay, this is the Brahma Jyoti. This is the light, and in that light, okay, there is multiple. Okay, this is all Vaikuntha Loka. All these are Vaikuntha Loka. Okay, I don't want to go into so much detail. All right, so somewhere near the Vaikuntha Loka. Okay, and here we have this thing called. Okay, we have this is the river Viraja. Okay, Viraja river. You have to, and here and bottom here. Okay, and here and this area here. Okay, bottom here we call it as material world. All right, this is the place of material universes. Okay, which is bottom the river. Okay, so now let me just show this. So at this river here, okay, this is the river. They call this as Viraja river. Okay, this is the river that separates material universe and spiritual universe. Okay, and here at this area here, the border between the material plane and the spiritual plane. Okay, this is the place we call as spiritual sky. Or we call as Vaikuntha. Okay, we are not even talking about Goloka Vrindavan. This is just a Vaikuntha planet. Example. Okay. Now what happened? Somewhere here in the middle. Okay, somewhere here in the middle. Okay. Somewhere here in the middle of this area here. Okay, around this area is called as Kailash. Kailash is the border between the material world and the spiritual world. So now what happened? Chitraketu qualified, and from this material universe, he's passing by, went to the core. He just go to the Kailash area. He just need to break that Kailash. He's already in Vaikuntha Loka. It is just that simple. But when he went there, Chitraketu and Lord Shiva, very close friends. So when they passed through Kailash, Chitraketu gave a smiled at what they call? At Lord Shiva. He smiled. Hi, just smile. When he smiled, it offended Mother Parvati. Durga. Mother Parvati was offended. You know why? Because Mother Parvati was sitting on Lord Shiva's lap. He was sitting in the lap and Shiva was holding. She was sitting on the lap. In fact, all the Buddhas, all the followers are there. So when she saw, he said, "How dare you to laugh at me like this? Okay, you are saying that I'm sitting on his laps. Is it something very funny to you? I curse you that you become a demon." Pum! He was just about to cross. And pum, he fell down. He fell down back to where? Back to Vrindavan, the Mathura. Then he became the demon, what? Vritasura. Vritasura. Who is he? Pure devotee of Krishna. And he became a demon, Vritasura. And then Krishna killed him and took him back home, back to Godhead. So that's the thing. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, even if you want to become a devotee, you want to become a demon of Krishna, you have to be a pure devotee. So now you understand, Mataji, what's the name? Nanda Devi Mataji. So you got it, eh? So
Yes,
now what we
Prabhu.
understand here is, so it says that's what it meant here is that your punishment of your enemies and your dealing with your sons are both the same. We know that it is in thinking of the future welfare of this condemned creature. That means he's thinking of the future welfare of this condemned creature that you have chastised him. So it is just a chastisement, like scolding, okay, for the future benefit. Okay, yatava. Okay, yata means quoting. Ripur api yadi suddho mandaniyas tavasau. Tavasau. Mandaniyas tavasau. Yaduvara yadi dusto dandaniya sutopi. Na punar akhila bartum pakshapato jitasya. Kvachit api vishamam te chestitam jagatiti. So it's quoting on 2.1.122. In another prayer, it is said, my dear Lord Krishna, best of all Yadu dynasty, you are so impartial that even your enemy is qualified. You will reward him. And if one of your sons is culprit, you will chastise him. He's been very fair. This is your business because you are supreme author of the universe. You have no partiality. If anyone finds any partiality in your characteristic, he is surely mistaken. Okay, he is always equal. But now we also can understand. We also can ask the question: is Krishna really partial? Yes, he's impartial, but he has favoritism. All right, a king is impartial to the subject. The king sits. Okay, you studied that in Bhagavad Gita, right? A king will be very stern to the people, but when it comes to the prince, princess, the wife, and all these things, what happened? Is different. So king is impartial to every living entity, but he favors the devotee. Okay, devotee will still have his on a soft spot. Okay, now anyway, we don't want to go into the detail because we will study that also in the following divisions. We also will go through that. 29 quality vadanya dana viro bhavit yastu sa vadanyo nigadyate. Okay, vadanya means magnanimous. What is this thing? Okay, any person who is very charitably disposed is called magnanimous. The person who are very charitable. Yata sarvartinam badam abhistapurtya vyarti krita kansa nishudanena hirieva chintamani kamadenu kalpadrumadara vartim bhajanti. When Krishna was reigning over Dwaraka, that means what? Krishna was the king, he was reigning, he was the king of Dwaraka. He was so magnanimous and charitable disposed that there was no limit to his charity. In fact, so great that his charity in Dwaraka that even a spiritual kingdom with all its opulence in Chintamani touched on. Chintamani is a touchstone. Okay, when you take the Chintamani stone and touch on anything, it will turn into a gold. Okay, so it's with all the opulence of Chintamani touchstone, desire tree, Kalpa Vriksha. Okay, those who have gone to Jagannath Puri have seen that Kalpa Vriksha, desire tree, and Surabhi cows. Okay, what is these three things? First, we should understand. First is Chintamani is a touchstone. Anything that you touch the Chintamani stone, it will turn into diamond, turn into gold. Secondly, desire tree, Kalpa Vriksha. You just need to go to the tree and just hug the tree and just ask for the tree, whatever wish you want, the tree will fulfill. Number three is Surabhi cow. Surabhi cow is a cow that you can find in the heavenly kingdom, that it can supply you everything. What you want, Surabhi cow will simply supply everything in abundance. But here, what it's mentioned here, when Krishna was reigning the Dwaraka, he's so magnanimous that it's even, it surpasses. It's beyond the Chintamani, Desire Tree and Surabhi. It's beyond all that. Okay, it's charity. So in the spiritual kingdom of Lord Krishna named Goloka, so in the spiritual kingdom of Lord Krishna named Goloka, Vrindavan, there are Surabhi cows, which give unlimited quantities of milk. There are desire trees from anyone can take all kind of fruits, as much as they desire. Kalpa Vriksha. The land is made of touchstone. The land of Vrindavan is made of touchstone, which then touched iron transform into gold. Can anyone quote me a verse of this? Can anyone think of any verse that the place of Krishna's is touchstone? The land is all the land is all made of touchstone. There's lots of Kalpa Vriksha tree, and there's lots of what they call Surabhi cows. Can anyone think of any verse? Anybody? Chaitanya Daya Prabhu?
I think I can't, but I think it's Brahma Samhita.
Yeah. Correct. You are there. Can you think of that?
I cannot.
Mani.
Yeah, Hari Chintamani something.
Okay. Anyone else remember the verse? Vaishnav Prabhu? You remember the verse, Prabhu? Okay, never mind. So the verse in Brahma Sanghita, sung by Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma got the vision of the Goloka and he started to sing. Chintamani pragarasat masu kalpa vriksha laksha vrtesu surabir abhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasrasada sabrama sevamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. The place of land of place. Chintamani is full of Chintamani. So as far as your eyes can see, it's all full of Chintamanis. Chintamani Kalpa Vriksha. Chintamani Satmasu Kalpa Vriksha. At the same time, there's all the place full of Kalpa Vriksha tree. Chintamani Pragara Satmasu Kalpa Vriksha. Chintamani Pragara Satmasu Kalpa Vriksha. Laksha Vrtesu Surabir Abhipalayantam. And the place is full of Surabhi cows. Lakshmi Sahasra Sata. Lakshmi Sahasra means what? Sahasra means thousands and thousands. Okay, that's why I call Sahasra Nama Archana. Sahasra means thousands. So Lakshmi Sahasra means thousands of Lakshmis. Who are they? Gopis. All are there. In what? Seva Manam. Seva means serve. Mana means mind. They are all in the mood of serving. Lakshmi Sahasra Sabrama Sevam. Govinda Madi Purusham. I adore that Supreme Personality. So now that's the thing is quoting here. So the land made of touchstone, that the touch iron will transform into gold. In other words, although in the spiritual kingdom, the abode of Krishna, in Goloka Vrindavan, everything is wonderfully opulent. Still, when Krishna was in Dwaraka, his charity exceeded the opulence of Goloka Vrindavan. So when he was a king in this thing, even the charity that he gave is even beyond the opulence in Goloka Vrindavan when he was in Dwaraka. Wherever Krishna is present, the limitless opulence of Goloka Vrindavan automatically present. Okay, what does that mean? Wherever Krishna is present, the limitless opulence of Goloka Vrindavan is automatically present. How we can understand this? Very important statement. We should really pay attention to this. The Nama Prabhu or the holy name, there's no difference between Krishna and the holy name. They are omnipresent, omniscient. They are identical. Right? You take a stone and craft into a deity. You take a marble, craft into a deity. Then you invoke the marble, turn into deity, turn into Krishna. That's Krishna. It's not a stone anymore. All right. Then you can simply take a art. You can just take some watercolor and start to paint some some pictures, and he said, this is Krishna. You call upon Krishna. The coloring, the painting is not a paper with some watercolor, but it turns into Krishna. Similarly, the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Nama Prabhu. That's why the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra got another name called Nama Prabhu. Nama means name. Prabhu means master, Bhagavan. So Nama Prabhu is Krishna himself. Like for instance, like we all are somehow or other stuck in Malaysia. Okay, I'm not sure some of you from Malaysia, we have some students from Trinidad, Tobago, South America. Like that, we have all over the world. Okay. Now, how nice is now this month of Kartik. If I could just simply go to Vrindavan, offer the ghee lamp in Vrindavan. Vrindavan now is very cold, very nice, very foggy. But I cannot go there. I'm not well, whatever reason. How unfortunate. In 8th, the instruction of Nectar of instructions telling, you should go and settle down in Vraja. If you want to become a pure devotee of Krishna, you have to settle down in Vraja. You have to go to Vrindavan. Right? How is that possible? But now we have taken commitment to our spiritual master. Or we have committed that I have to remain, like I'm in Ipoh right now. I have to be here. Right? After so long that today we went for a 5 hours Harinam today. So like that. So we have to commit to everything. How nice if I just simply give up everything and go to Goloka. I mean, go to Vrindavan. Right? We all have that feeling. But at the same time, we also have to we have to have our commitment. Because we have taken a commitment to deliver everybody around us. Right? We somehow or other don't have that kind of selfish kind of mentality. Right? Like maybe like Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu is very elderly person. I don't think so he can tolerate Vrindavan. So now what to do? But here it says, the last statement says, wherever Krishna present, the limitless opulence of Goloka Vrindavan automatically present. What kind of place? Limitless opulence. Limitless opulence of Goloka Vrindavan. So now, my dear Prabhus and mothers, whenever and wherever we chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra with full attention, Krishna present. So when Krishna comes, whenever the place is chanted, that place will become sanctified. All right. In Harinam Chintamani, we have studied that. The place we chant Hare Krishna, that place is Goloka Vrindavan. We do not need to go to that Gokula. We don't need to go to India to Gokula. We don't need to go and do that. We simply sit in one place and chant our Maha Mantra very attentively. You create that Gokula in your environment. That's why sometimes we go, they say, we go to the funeral house. We sing Hare Krishna mantra. Then we assure the people. I'm not sure how far that we have chanted very purely. But this Maha Mantra have turned the place into Goloka. So when the place becomes Gokula, all inauspicious things no longer exist. If Krishna desires, most likely your loved ones has already transmigrated into a better environment. We went to one house for a 16-day prayer. They stopped us and says, why you got nothing else to sing? Huh? Why you simply sing Hare Krishna only? Sing some Amma song. The lady passed away. Amma. I said, what? Asked me to sing some cinema song. I said, we came to do bhajan. And people like quite offended, but they are naive. Okay, I give you one good example. What happened today? One lady, when we did Sankirtan today, all right? We were knocking doors. Suddenly we went to see one lady. Suddenly that lady was like so excited. That Mataji. She said, she just opened the door a bit and says, you are Hare Krishna? Oh, then I was thinking, no. I said, why not you just open the door wide and talk to us? Why you're peeping from the door? They said, oh, because when she saw us, she was like kanchong, like become so kanchong, like Gabra. Then she said, oh, my brother is so, see, I got a Krishna photo around. Then we saw inside, she only had one Krishna photo. But anyway, she's so proud. I got a Krishna photo. Then she said, okay. Krishna is very nice. Krishna is wonderful. I love Krishna. I'm so happy that you all came. Okay. I said, okay, thank you. Say, said, can I offer you a drink? I said, no, it's okay. Then we went. But again, she came, when we came, then she opened the door again. This is a flats, right? It's a flats. She opened the door again at the ground floor, opened the door. I said, if you don't mind, I just offered, so I just made some murku and offered to Krishna. Do you like to take some? I say, murku, ayyo. Because first of all, I'm having a only just now only I recovered from my cough. I have no voice, so I was in a very bad shape actually for the past few days. So anyway, then just to see, then after that she said, do you mind if I really can offer you a water? I said, okay, we just take water. Yeah, it's hot sun some more. Just give us. Then after that, she said, can you just come in and just do some little kirtan? I said, are you sure you want to do that? Yes. Then there's 4 of us went into the sing. And she said, please sing softly because upstairs neighbors are very grumpy. And we started to sing. After all the singing, I think around 10 minutes, she was in great ecstasy. And she was telling, oh, Krishna is so nice. Krishna is so wonderful. Oh, my heart has so much of burden. I have so much of burden. She said, it looks like a single lady staying in the house. But today I feel so relief. She just took a video call and just called the brother and showing the brother, see, people are coming to the house and singing Hare Krishna. Okay, what we understand from this? Right? See, I have never heard people come and say, I'm a staunch devotee of Sai Baba. Oh, talking about Sai Baba, people go, no. I have never seen people, oh, I'm a Shirdi Baba devotee. Nah. When I talk about Baba, boom, and I never heard people say, oh, I'm a great devotee of Lord Shiva, Lord Muruga, Lord Ganapati. No. I am not being biased. If you want, you also can check it out yourself. Oh, yeah, I pray to now Kanda Shashti, 5 days Virdam. Oh, I'm singing Kanda Shashti and everything. Oh, okay, no, like that. But when they speak about Krishna, you see the way that express themselves is different. Because I got some new boys followed me today. Then I told, see, Krishna is ruchi. Krishna is taste. Krishna is ecstasy. This kind of ecstatic feeling, because we went to one Divine Life Society, we went to Sai Baba Center, we went to Shirdi Baba Center, then we went to some people who are fasting for what they call, like there's one house, Kanda Shashti. When we came, suddenly they brought one big cup of water. Then after that, and we went, and that boy was so happy with us. He ran to the opposite shop, bought for us one big bunch of banana. Say, y'all, please take this banana. They coming forward to offer. Why? Because Krishna is ruchi. Krishna is ecstasy. Krishna is taste. But why? Why all these things happening? Because the word, whenever Krishna present, whenever we chant Hare Krishna, the limitless opulence of Goloka Vrindavan will automatically present. When you see people are in anxiety, people are in stress, ask them to chant Hare Krishna. When people are frustrated, chant Hare Krishna. Prabhupada just introduced Hare Krishna. He never introduced any kind of sort of bhajan. All right. Of course, there's some supplementary bhajan people like to see. But the ideal, the basic one is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And imagine after millions of births, and today we have the chance to chant and glorify the holy name. You know how fortunate we are? You will never understand. All right? The amount of the good luck. When you say good luck, is not having millions of dollars. It's not being born into some aristocrat family, right? To born in certain countries, to certain families, certain religion, or certain, what they call, creed. Oh, I born in Malaysia. I born as an Indian. I born as a Chinese. I born as an American. It doesn't matter at all. All that are still considered bloody bad luck. The only fortunate thing is when I understand Krishna, when I know Krishna. This month of Damodara, how many of you are offering ghee lamp? It takes millions and millions of birth for you to understand that God can be tied down. You can make God as your servant. Hey, you naughty fellow God, come, I tie you on the rope. Right? That's pure devotional service. And we are very fortunate. We got this in true by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and all our Guru Varga. Because we have all the spiritual masters are coming and going, and because of their mercy. And today we have this kind of opportunity. So always believe in this. Why we are studying Shastra? We can see, I can just read out the 64 and just go on. But why we want to dive deep into it? Because I want you to relish it. I am relishing it. I'm relishing it, and I'm just relishing it along with all of you. Remember this. You can forego, you can cut other commitment, but never cut your commitment of chanting minimum 16 rounds. You know why? Every word is full of nectar. Every word, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Each, every sentence, Hare, the word Ha and the Re. Then Krishna, then Ha. That means total is 16 words, 32 syllable. That's why when we chant Hare Krishna, we don't even swallow the word Rama. Example, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, not Ram Ram. Many people I heard chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. No, wrong. Okay, Ram means one syllable. You swallow 4. That means 28 syllable. Cannot. You must chant the entire 32 syllable. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So Rama. Okay. The Rama, the A can be very silent. So sometimes when you hear Prabhupada chanting, you say, did he say Ram? But if you hear carefully, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Right? Rama. So Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Not Ram Ram, not Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Please don't make that mistake. Okay? But anyway, each and every sentence in that Krishna's name, it is full of limitless opulence. And you can have it. You can feel it. And that kind of opulence, once you start to feel it in a very consistent way, right? That's why they say consistently chant on certain times and they see. So once it become very consistent, what will happen? All that anarthas, unwanted nonsense that we have in our system will start to flush out. Okay, and we become a pure devotee of Krishna. Pure devotee of Krishna means what? We should not have any kind of inauspicious thinking. We should not have krodha, anger. We should not have envy, matsarya. We should not have lobha, lust. We should not have any of these. And some of we should not have ahankar, ego. Who are you to tell me? When somebody, hey, who are you to tell me? You don't try to teach me, okay? When sometimes they say, oh, why you people are like that? No, you cannot show. That means, in other words, you cannot have any kind of anger in your heart. You cannot have any kind of lust. Any sort of these kind of impurities you should not have. That's when you become a pure. If you take a glass of pure water, that means it's 100% water. There's nothing inside there. Even you see a small dot of something, it is impurities there. That means you throw away the entire water. Yes or not? When you take the water, suddenly you see something like ding, ding, ding. Water is so pure. But inside you see some kind of white thing. You don't know what is that. Whether it's a kind of germs or something. What is this? What do you do? Do you drink? No, you throw away the entire thing. That's it. When you have impurities, you can never go back home back to Godhead. But now the question is, how to get rid of it? Who can help me? The fellow devotees. When devotees come and trigger you, you get angry. When you get angry, then you should realize, I still got anger in me. So you should thankful to devotee who offend you. Devotee who bother you. Devotee who give you tough time. You should thank them because they are helping you to identify. Anyway, we go into that detail as we go on. All right. Anyway, so what we understand from here is limitless opulence of Goloka. All right. So yatava yesam sodasha purita dasha chatiswanta puranam tata chastas chastas lista satam vibhati paritastat sankhya patniyujam ekaikam pratiteshu tarnaka brittam bhusha jusam anvaham gristinam yugapecha baddam adadatyas tasyavaka samaha. All right, he's quoted. It's also stated that while Krishna was living in Dwaraka, okay, when Krishna was living in Dwaraka, he expanded himself into 16,108 forms. All right, he entered, okay, and each and every expansion resided in a palace with a queen. See, in Dwaraka, Krishna married 16,108 wives. He built 16,108 palaces for every wife. He expanded himself and entered into every palace. Okay. Not only was Krishna happily living with the queens in those palaces, but he was giving in charity from each palace to aggregate number of 13,054 cows. That means from each palace, he's giving donation 13,054 cows, which is not simply giving a cow, completely decorated with nice clothing and ornaments. In those days, when they give a cow in charity, they don't simply give a cow. They put a cloth behind, they put all the gold and ornament. That's how glorious the Vedic civilization. So now, when we look at each Krishna's 108 palace, these cows are being given in charity by Krishna every day. Every day he gives. So, no one can estimate the value of such large number of cows given in charity. But that was the system of Krishna's daily affair while reigning in Dwaraka. So while he was ruling in Dwaraka, that is how he was, what they call, he was ruling. Okay. So it's already 8:50. All right, we're supposed to finish at 9 o'clock. So if I start the next one, it's going to take a long time. So tomorrow we're going to continue from 30. Okay, the 30th quality. So we open for questions. Is there any questions? Any comment? Which page is this, Mataji? Can you help me? Oh, I'm at the wrong place. Okay, qualities of Krishna. 30.
Page 173, Prabhu.
173. We just covered 3 pages only. Yeah. Oh my God. We from 170, last paragraph. Krishna. We are going super slow. have to speed up. Okay. So 173, the 30th distinct. Okay. Anyway. Okay. So my dear devotees and well wishes. So any questions or any comment that you want to say something? So tomorrow morning we meet at 9:15. Okay. 9:15 in the morning. And those who can't meet at can't make it, and please don't miss to watch the YouTube channel. All these things will be uploaded to the YouTube. Okay. Suddhav Sindhu Mataji, are you in our group or are you in the group? Do you have access? Yeah.
Yeah, in the Chinese group that you posted this Zoom.
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Hey, the Zoom is posted in Chinese group.
Yeah, the Penang Satsang group. That's how I
Yeah.
get to know this.
Oh, I see. But are you in the Sastra Marathon group?
I just joined this group. Yeah, you posted that in the Chinese group. That's why I know this.
What is your Karmi name?
Karmi name?
Your
Mary.
Oh, you are. Oh, okay. Now I got it.
Uh,
Yeah, I saw you join this group.
uh,
You are, because you in your WhatsApp you put your Karmi name, right?
yeah.
Let me see your Karmi name. Mary Lee, right? Mary Lee. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what I was wondering. How come? Okay, never mind. I'll change your name to initiate Sindhu Mataji. All right. Okay. So I will post that. I'll post this in a WhatsApp group. So like this, Mataji, we're going to study Srimad Bhagavatam, very detailed. So I think it's going to be very relishing. Because I'm also doing this summative study exam on Bhakti Vaibhava next year. Then Bhakti Vedanta the following year. Then I was thinking study alone is boring, so I study along with all of you. Okay, so any questions, any comment, anything else? Okay, all good. Vaishnav Prabhu, okay.
Okay.
Okay, bro. All right, okay. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for joining us today. We meet again tomorrow morning, Monday morning, 9:15. So then you can join the class session, and also Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is a break. Okay. So then till we meet you again tomorrow, have a beautiful spiritual day. Hare Krishna, Vancha Kalpatarubhascha, Kripa Sindhubhyo, Paditanam Pavinibhyo, Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah. Hare Krishna. Gauranga.
Gauranga. Thank you, Prabhu.
Bye.
Thank you.